Peace. Welcome to a very special episode of the Mixed Metals Podcast. I got my nigga in person. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
fucking up shit already.
Fucking the shit up. All right. My nigga Nance is with me in person. We kind of gonna review like this past year and just talk about whatever we want to talk about. First things first, because we was planning on doing this anyway. How you feel about our picks for the NBA season?
Oh man, let me go back and look at that. I feel like I was spot on some of mine, completely wrong on others. But one of the main ones that I was right on is the Warriors descending. I think that was clear as day. I didn't know it was gonna be this way. Clay, I think players been playing pretty good while Draymond has been out, but at the same time, uh, he's aging. I don't want to disrespect the man and say he's washed. If I'm comparing him to a younger version of himself, he probably is. Can't move around that fast, get that shot off like he used to. Shot still wet is like, but you still got to get open. So defense ain't where it used to be. He getting cooked by these young guards. He don't want to see a Shea, Devin Booker, Donovan.
The thing about Clay, bro, is that kind of was what he could like lean on. Like if he wasn't necessarily, which was rare, like if he wasn't having a great game, he could lean on his defensive ability. But
can I keep it a buck with you? When Clay was in his prime, that was one of the worst times for shooting guards in the NBA. It was really, if you would have asked the best shooting guards in the NBA, it would have been James Harden, Klay Thompson. Maybe they threw in Brad Beal, but even now, it's like you got some heavy hitters like dude I just mentioned, Book, Donovan Mitchell, Shea, who else? Shit, I can't think of no more, but it's some out there.
Right.
Yeah, just like superstars. He'll probably pick up Luka.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett, you know what I'm saying? People like that. It was guards, but it's just like, man, these young bloods busting his head. Draymond.
He was like a small, quick one, like Trey Young. Like he would have,
shifty.
Locked his ass up. Yeah.
Very shifty. You got Draymond's thing. That motherfucker there, he gonna have to just decide. I hate when bro, look at this. I hate when they go into all this shit with Draymond, like, oh, we need to get him help, put him on different. He don't give a fuck. That nigga is who he is. Y'all punish him. Like, I think now he's had a severe punishment. It'd be cool, but like people gonna be who they are. Like all this shit with they did the same bullshit with Kyrie Irving. They wanted him to change at their core. That's like the most. I don't know. That's why I couldn't be like no fucking professional athlete. I just have to be quiet as fuck. If I say something, I'm not sorry. I probably told the motherfuckers on day one of my career, whatever they make me apologize for to get my money, I don't mean that shit. So I don't know. So that's the one. And I bet they missing Jordan Poole. Like I can't even remember.
Do you think they missing Jordan Poole?
Bro, I forgot about Chris Paul just up until now. What's Chris Paul doing for them?
I mean, I don't think Jordan he's doing much, but I don't. I think unless we are like completely taking away the punch, I just don't see how Jordan Poole would have worked on his team. You know what I'm saying? Well,
that's true.
That and the fact that it was such a lack of punishment for Draymond. Like they didn't they did nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they did nothing until the NBA had to step in and do something. You know what I'm saying? Every time it was like, oh well, this team is nothing without Draymond. We love who Draymond is. He just made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. They never reprimanded him. They never punished him and all that shit. So if you don't in a way, you reward that behavior. You know what I'm saying? Especially after the punch, you go to the where he can't miss ring night. So you reward this nigga with a ring. You know what I'm saying? That he was gonna get anyway.
Yeah.
After the punch. So it's just I think unless
step away from team activities.
Yeah, unless you got rid of Draymond or moved Draymond away. Yeah, like you said, move him away from team activities or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Jordan Poole would have been successful. With on the same team as Draymond ever again. Yeah. I don't know if that would ever happen again.
It's one thing to trade him, but what we keep going back to is who. Fuck. He wasn't the best fit for them. I give you that, but it's man, they could have made a better swap. I don't know.
Might have to speak up all that.
Oh, I said they could have made a better swap for somebody besides Chris Paul that we were talking about in like the last. It's like, man, we know he wasn't gonna produce long term.
Right.
This motherfucker ain't producing in short term. He not bringing them as much value as Jordan Poole did. And like, dude is a baller, but when you punch a nigga in the face, now he isolated, it's gonna throw off his game. So I didn't like that he was I won't say the scapegoat, but it was real fucked up how they did him. And yeah.
I still feel pretty good about my picks as well. Except I think did I have Joker as MVP or
I had Luka.
Okay, you had Luka. I think I might have went back to Giannis. And I don't see Giannis winning the MVP. Although, I mean, he's having an excellent season. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. MVP a lot of times, especially in the NBA, is all about stories, man.
That's why I didn't think Giannis was gonna win, because it would have been a very boring MVP. It would have been like LeBron winning more MVPs. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Derrick Rose got it, averaging 24 points.
Right.
I guess.
So, but yeah, I think that Joel, depending on how long this injury keeps him out, like I think Joel has MVP right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think he's not relinquishing that title at the moment. Jokic is having a decent season as well. It's interesting. Like I see memes and shit all the time where it's they talk about how the MVP race has been between these three players for like the past 4 or 5 seasons.
Oh hell yeah! And I'm looking up stats now. I got to see how Luke was doing statistically, because I watched that nigga drop a 50 piece on Christmas.
Yeah. Luka
That's why I thought he was gonna get, on top of him being like the same caliber of player as Giannis and Embiid and Joker. He ain't got one yet. Mm-hmm. It's his turn. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they doing damn good. Mm-hmm. He can keep them afloat at this pace. I don't know who they're projecting as the MVP. Let me check my guy.
The thing about Luka, bro, I don't, or not Luka specifically, but the Mavs, bro. It's like they have, or they can make so many pieces fit where they wouldn't necessarily fit otherwise, but I just don't see them getting to the promised land.
This is a LeBron Cavs team, textbook. This now if they had like a Kevin Love maybe, but even then you missing like, I feel like with Luka, you got a good coach. You got Kyrie. You got Luka's averaging 33, 8, and 9. Wow. And it's the new year. Let me look at their record now.
Yeah.
I don't shit. Oh, I forgot. I'm losing train of thought, bro. Oh, so Dallas right now is 19 and 14 in a six seed. Man, if he can keep them between a 4 and a 6 at the play in with those numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it. What the fuck is up with the Wolves, man?
The thing is,
bro, that was one of my, I'm sorry to cut you off. One more thing. One of my predictions, this one I'm spot on with. You see it right here. OKC makes playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now they the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
Damn good record. One of the best in the NBA, so proud of him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Luka, the Mavs.
We're talking about Luka's the team not making it to the promised land.
I don't see, like, even they made it to the conference finals the other year, and I thought they had a 0-point chance of making it to the finals. You know
Who are their challengers?
I do think that.
Do we trust the Celtics?
Not necessarily. I think that it's too. We haven't seen them like be consistently great in the playoffs. We've seen them be consistently okay, consistently decent, consistently good, but we haven't seen them be consistently great. And Porzingis, although he's been in and out the lineup, I think that piece is like very, very, very valuable for them out there in the East. I don't think it's necessarily a world beater in either conference. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's kind of for the taking. The thing about Luka, this is what I was going to say earlier. The thing about Luka, he would have to kind of sneak into the MVP like leaderboards, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think that people, especially people that have votes on MVPs and shit like that, they stick together. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what order it's in, your MVP is probably between Jokic, Giannis and Joel. You know what I'm saying? Right now, so it will have to be like his story, like I was saying earlier, his storyline, like it would have to start picking up steam in order for him to like really, really be considered. But I wouldn't mind it.
You know what the storyline gonna be?
What's that?
When's he gonna get one?
Yeah, yeah.
they like to put that shit out there and then give you one.
And then Kyrie like being in and out the lineup too.
The same people who give the award create the storyline.
Yeah,
this shit rigged. I was looking at I got curious for a second. I had to look up how many times Jason Tatum's been to the conference finals.
Was it 5?
4.
4.
And I kind of want to look up now. How many?
Okay, he's been 4. Jaylen Brown has been 5.
That would surprise me.
Yeah, I think he went one year the year before Jason Tatum got there.
They did go with Isaiah and got their ass smacked.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's kind of he got a lot of playoff experience, man. They just can't take it through there. I don't know why they didn't beat the Heat last year. I blame it on Joe Mazzulla's inexperience, being out coached by now Spoelstra is one of the all-time greats at the same time, but it's like it's that versus a fucking man. You get Tyloo, or even you get motherfucking Nick Nurse, that damn Celtics team last year. They go into the finals. They probably ain't winning no championship.
Right.
Denver was looking different, boy.
I think Mazzulla focused way too much on offense last year, and up to a fault where like they could score as many points as they wanted to, but like you got to be able to defend. You know what I'm saying? And even especially when you playing teams that you feel are like a lower tier, or like teams that you feel like you got to play down to, because I think that they felt like they had to play down to Miami. But with giving,
they played down every game.
Yeah, given Jimmy Butler's like history, like he could have a big game, like he could have a streak of big games. You still got Bam down there that's gonna be a problem no matter who they playing. So yeah, I think, and then Tyler Hero was like, it was injured, iffy whether or not he was coming back in that series. So yeah, I think they played down to him, and Spoelstra, I think Spoelstra probably welcomed that. You know what I'm saying? So but if Boston is to make it back to the finals, this is their year, in my opinion, because I think that I think Giannis and Dame are gonna finally get it together. I think Chris Middleton's probably out of there. They're gonna probably find a way to get, you know what I'm saying, a third like true piece in there. And the Sixers got a lot of assets to still, you know what I'm saying, be able to move around. So I'm interested to see what happens to the East. I think that, you know, if Boston is to get back, then this is the year. If not, then, you know, I don't think they're gonna break up the team, but this is we coming up on the season where Jason Tatum got to get his money now. You know what I'm saying? After Jaylen Brown got
his $500,000, right. You paid that nigga this.
Right.
So, imagine what y'all gonna give me.
$1 billion.
Nah, that's real.
So yeah, I think that you know, that the clock is kind of ticking for them, especially for a team that has made it to 5 conference finals in the past like 10, 12 years or whatever. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, they probably got more conference finals than anybody. Yeah. They still getting them. Might not be in the championship now, but the motherfuckers been to the conference finals.
The NFL, did you watch any games yesterday?
I watched that motherfucker, Lamar Jackson.
He was my quarterback.
I didn't have the Ravens doing so good this year. They kind of came out of nowhere.
I disagree. I had, well, before the season started, I predicted the Ravens and the 49ers. Now, 49ers is biased. That's my favorite team. But I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl because
they're the team to pick. That might be the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think so. Lamar, like, we've seen Lamar do great with much less at like the receiving position, and not have an offensive coordinator that kind of like adapted to his play style. So now you give him, even though Odell was coming out them injuries, you know what I'm saying? You give him Odell, you give Zay Flowers, Zay Flowers came out of nowhere. Still had Rashad Bateman, still at the time had Mark Andrews. And they had they full lineup as far as like running backs too. So I thought that, you know, they could only get better from that. Like people questioning him as a passer and all of that. And even this season, like he doesn't have like gaudy like passing numbers, but he's efficient as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he will get the
He
job done.
spread that offensive part like no other. I think if you had to rank him as a running back, he'd be. I know he don't take it as often as he
Yeah,
used to, but when he does, my God,
and
it's
that's what's
like
scary,
it's
bro.
child's play.
Yeah.
It's an easy 15. I don't know what he averages per carry. If you take out like the sacks and shit where he had to like kind of scramble, but like, damn, bro.
The fact that whoever offensively is touching the ball for the Ravens is scary, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard to prepare for. That's hard
Yeah,
to prepare for. Like when the quarterback, when you got to have a spy out there on the quarterback, you got to have somebody that can handle a Gus Edwards or like at that time Mark Andrews or Isaiah Likely, even they tight end that they got in after Mark Andrews' injury. When you got to have somebody that can defend like those big bodies and stuff like that, man, it's just, I mean, it's hard to prepare for. And I think they, especially over these past couple of weeks, they've shown that, you know what I'm saying, they're on a different level than
yeah.
everybody else. And that's not even to disregard their defense, bro. Their defense is unbelievable this year. Their defense has kept them
With a
games.
record like that, and like, of course you got offensive superstar,
mm-hmm.
but you ain't got no damn Mark Andrews is good.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't have like another offensive superstar besides that. So he holding the offense down. The defense top tier.
Yeah. True. Let's see what else. The Eagles, man. What's going on with the Eagles? What you think?
Man, I seen a stat. They force feeding they wide receiver 1 and 2. They're not spreading that thing around. So if it's anything, it could be that just a bit predictable at this point. You got these superstar receivers, and I'm sure it is some clashing over there. Over you want to feed was AJ Brown
and Devontae.
But you got the established superstar in his prime. You got the developing superstar. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they just need to spread that motherfucker around. Honestly,
I think that they have like that defenses have like zeroed in on challenging Jalen as a complete quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if like they're gonna take away one of his abilities, like each game. So like today is the game where we're gonna make him throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like we not allowing nothing in front of us. You know, like we're gonna stop the run completely. If he gonna beat us, it's gonna be with his arm, or vice versa. If he gonna beat us, he gonna beat us with his legs today. You know what I'm saying? And I think that has presented something that they weren't used to. And the thing about sports, man, it's just a matter of like when the rest of the sport, especially like great teams or like innovative teams or innovative offenses or defenses, is when it's just a matter of them catching up of the rest of the league, whatever that league is, MLB or basketball or whatever. It's just a matter of everybody else catching up. The Warriors, you know what I'm saying, a 3-point revolution basically. But then now you got Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying, being able to shoot threes. You got Jokic being able to shoot threes. You got, you know what I'm saying?
Time with the big man.
Yeah, so I just
Wemby.
think, yeah, Wemby. I think it's just all a matter of like when the rest of the league catch up. And then when they do catch up, that's where we learn about your greatness or the lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? Like, when nobody used to the flick passes and the underhand passes and the behind the back passes at practice and shit like that from Pat Mahomes. But then when the rest of the league catch up to him, he gonna go to 2 more Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like
triple backflip behind the back. He on some NFL street shit.
Yeah. So
man, it's crazy.
That's where his greatness lies. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what you throw at me, like I can adapt, I can overcome. You know what I'm saying? So well, I think we just at that part in Jalen's career where will he overcome this? Because I mean, offensively, bro, they look stagnant. Defensively, they look very, very, very suspect. I don't see them making it out the first round, and I don't know if I would have said that 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know if I would have said that. But the Timberwolves. Let's talk about the Timberwolves, man. What's been working for them, you think?
Playing with pride. They've had the talent, you know what I'm saying? And they've actually had some pretty embarrassing season enders. From the Pat Bev shit. I know they went on to the playoffs after that, after crying for making the play-ins, beating the playoff tournament. But it's like that shit was an L. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating that was an L, and I think they got tired of just like shit being embarrassed, being like the jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the talent was there. Anthony Edwards, Cat, they kind of got like a I don't know, refined Kobe and Shaq type of chemistry going on. Cat been a baller. Jalen McDaniels, is that his name? Damn good defender. Pretty much the same team as last year. They just playing with some fucking pride now. That like some goddamn men. They got tired of this shit. And I think the Olympics benefited him. Was there any OGs on the Olympic team?
Kevin Durant, Draymond.
What? They was at the last Olympics?
Yeah.
No. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about FIBA.
FIBA. Oh.
Yeah. FIBA. He was at FIBA. He was like the guy at FIBA. So yeah, I don't know. I think he got some good experience with that. And then also, you know what's crazy, bro? Ant didn't even get gold. I think if Cat went on his team, that motherfucker be averaging 30 ball. I don't know what he averaged now, but I'm sure it's probably in the mid-20s, just because he's not like a high volume scorer. But he got a different side to him. He gonna be good. That's one of them players I'm looking forward to watching.
I think it's interesting with them, like how the Gobert trade looked like a disaster at first. Like it looked like it just, you know what I'm saying? But now like it's completely different. And I mean, truth be told, not much has changed, you know what I'm saying, about the team. So I think that's interesting how they figured out a way to make that work. And I mean that was probably key. You can't have both of them down low and just, you know, like you can't have them clashing down low, pause. And shit like that. Like
it's a big chemistry thing. It was a shit between Cat and Anthony Edwards with the him criticizing him during the interview about eating Popeye's chicken and shit. Give it a rating. I'm paraphrasing. He's like, the motherfucker is 20, then jumping out the gym, eat the damn chicken. Like, fuck it, nigga.
So yeah, man, I think that they got it interesting. I don't see them finishing the season as the number one seed, but them being the number one seed right now is pretty shocking to me. I did think that Anthony Edwards will have a hell of a season. I think I predicted him to lead the league in scoring. And obviously that's not happening at the moment. But
let me see what he averaged. I'm curious. He could, but it's like he's not. I don't know if anybody passing goddamn Luka. What the fuck? 33 points at this point of the season?
That's what is Joel averaging?
Say what now?
Joel,
let me see.
So he had like a streak of like.
Let's look at the league leaders.
30 point, 15 rebounds type shit.
Joel Cole, man. My damn phone fucking up. My phone hit me with the night in front of the guys. All right, so who was we looking up first? Anthony Edwards. All right, he is averaging. Where's my phone tripping? And 26, 5, and 5. Okay. Now, shit, I think LeBron got an MVP with the numbers, but it's just hit different in this NBA. Embiid is averaging. Stop doing this. It's taking forever.
God.
35 points.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
God damn.
Because remember, he had a streak of like.
That's hard to do in 2K.
30 points or 30 like upper 30s and like double-digit rebounds.
He's not getting 2. They're not giving this black ass 2, and that's a perfectly good white man averaging 30
good white man
averaging 33 points with a good record. You know what I'm saying? Should I even be saying? Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
fucked
sure,
up. I don't give a fuck.
That's how it show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on right now. I bet. So Luka's number 2, Shea. De'Aaron Fox. Now that's surprising 30 right there. I didn't see that 30 coming.
That don't really surprise me, man. Like, well, because he missed a couple games, right?
It's not. Oh, okay. That makes
I think
sense.
he missed some time. Maybe not a significant amount of time, but he
Yeah.
missed some. But then when he came back from that injury or whatever it was, he was balling. I want to say he had like 40 that like his first game back or something like that.
Yeah.
Halliburton, although like I mean, people have been talking about him for the longest.
Jalen
You know what I'm
was
saying?
right. Jalen said Victor was gonna lead the league
In blocks.
Yeah,
I said the same thing, bro. I said like
I agree because, like, all right, you see him at number one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for those watching, block leaders as it is beginning of the year, you got Victor Wembanyama at number one with 3 blocks, Brooke Lopez, um, Walker Kessler, Chet Holmgren. Okay, another rookie. Then you got Anthony Davis at number 5. I thought Victor was gonna lead the league in blocks because out of all of them dudes, he the only one blocking threes consistently. Yeah, you can't shoot a 3 over that man.
That's it's the same crazy. Thing I said, bro. Like when like okay, this is what I said at the beginning of the season when we had that episode. I said that Victor, like the thing about Victor that is like scary as far as defense is the fact that you feel like when you have a center, a traditional center where he's like a block specialist or whatever, he's blocking from down low or you know what I'm saying, or like out on the perimeter. But Victor can do that from everywhere on the court, and like you just do not see that. You can see like one side of the court or you know whatever, but you just don't see where he can block from literally anywhere. And I think that it's showing
every time. It's like watching a 3-year-old get blocked.
Yeah,
because the 3-year-old like, hey,
yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah, so yeah,
motherfuckers defy the laws of physics.
I do hope. I kind of want them to fast track the Spurs getting good again because I don't want to see Victor like waste. I don't want to see any years of his career be like kind of wasted. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I wonder. See, averaging. See, this is my the 10 rebounds got us all. Mm-hmm. I don't know if.
Yeah, I did not predict him getting them in the rebounds.
No, I had him at 7. About 3 assists, 2 plus blocks is what I predicted. 18 points is about spot on for me. But I didn't know it was gonna be one of these things. Look at this weird ass shit. This nigga. Anyway, I feel like how many shots is he taking a game before I blame their loss record on him? Because they're losing like an insane amount of games. Like I
these niggas won 5 games.
They've lost more games than they played. Hey, they started off the season at like -5. Like, what in the how y'all lost? I look at that shit. It says Spurs on an 18-game losing streak. So I'm like, it's October. What the fuck?
He averaging 15.8 field goal attempts per game.
That's fair.
And he's shooting 44%, which is decent. 3-point percentage, man. He got to get them numbers up if he's gonna keep shooting threes.
How many is he attempting?
5. Yeah.
What in the goddamn fuck? Pop trying to get him broke in.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot, nigga. It's all right. We get nigga. Hey, look. Go shoot. We're gonna build a team about 3 years. You gonna be straight. Yeah.
Smoking a cigarette.
You do what you want. Yeah, smoke. Yeah. Yeah. Just go. What the fuck you want? Run out offense. Take a shot. Fuck it.
Do your thing.
We're going to championship in 4 years. Let us fuck around and get KD.
Watch what I tell you.
3. Watch.
So yeah, I think the NBA. Oh, what did you think about the in-season tournament?
Man, it's still like December basketball. I'm not watching that shit. Not like intently. I cut it on like I cut on a regular season game, just for like background noise. I play, you know what I'm saying? Like,
court.
Yeah, and of course the Lakers will win it. Fucking scripted ass shit.
That shit ain't scripted, man. Fuck anyway, I think I said it on another episode. I thoroughly enjoyed the in-season tournament. I think that like it's one of them having your cake and eating it too situations where like people wanted the regular season to kind of be like paid more attention to and taken more seriously, but then you give them like an incentive and stuff like that, and then people like, oh man,
is it a guaranteed playoff spot now or something?
No. I think that would be insane. That would like you could tank after that if that was the case. I hear a lot of people saying
that'll make it fun.
No, I hear a lot of people saying that that should be the thing, like in the future, where you can guarantee them a playoff spot. But I think that would be insane. Because imagine, so let's say you win the in-season tournament, but you only end up like 32-50 or something like that, right? You probably gonna get like you're gonna get a lot of the little ping pong balls in the lottery. So let's say that, and I don't think that any of those teams would like.
The Clippers would they have forfeit the rest of the season.
I don't think that any of those.
Hey, we done, nigga.
I don't think that any of those teams would make the finals. But let's just say, like on a rare chance they would. Like let's say that you go 32-50. You make it all the way to the finals. You win the finals, and then you get like a top 7 draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. That is insane. That would take you back to the Showtime Lakers when they. I want to say did they win the finals and get Magic the same like the next year?
Yeah, it was some weird shit like that.
That don't make no sense, bro. Imagine some shit like that happening today, bro. It's just so yeah. I think that would be kind of unfair, but I mean, I can see them like tweaking whatever the incentives are or the rewards are.
Imagine Denver getting Wemby.
It's
essentially what happened. Magic Johnson was Wemby. If motherfucking Kareem was Joker, goddamn it.
Yeah, as you know what I'm saying. It's just like if we want to talk about tipping the scale, I mean that's like that would take you. Apparently the Timberwolves lost to the Knicks, which is interesting.
#1 rated defensive team in the league. That's one.
My bad.
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
That don't surprise me.
Speaking of, this is their 8th loss of the season. I wonder if did OG Anunoby play already? Yes, he did. OG Anunoby, which I believe is his this is his debut game with the Knicks.
Trade, but it was like
17 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Oh wait, am I yeah, I'm reading the right one. Pretty decent game. I still don't know how to calculate plus minus. I don't know what it means, but
I think plus minus
was 19.
I think they were 19 points better with him on the court. But I could be wrong. That's always how I interpret it.
That's a weird
it's made sense to me because when I look at I think they use like defense, turnovers, and all the other shit to come out. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea, but just looking at plus minus, looking at the stats and narrative of the game, it's always made sense for me that way. The higher the plus minus, the better, of course. But as far as points, I don't necessarily know.
Okay.
And then like with close games, like the plus minus, everybody should be like 5 or 1,
right,
2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So Karl Anthony Towns, 29 points, 6 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, we was just talking about, 10 points, 15 rebounds.
That's a good game for him.
That's a career game. Anthony Edwards with 35 points. I mean, just solid all the way around from the 3 like pillars of their team, basically. So yeah, I just think that.
What the fuck? They went fucking 5 for 23.
I think that they could kind of be peaking early. You know what I mean?
That nigga. No, maybe for that game.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson balling.
He's good, very good.
Jalen Brunson is like exactly who. Like, rarely do you see a player where like he is exactly who the team needed. I feel like Chicago getting Derrick Rose was one of them moments.
New York getting Derrick Rose on the
moment. Jalen Brunson with the Knicks was like one of them like moments. You know what I'm saying? Michael Vick going to the Falcons, like that was like, you know what I'm saying, that they needed, like he was the perfect player for them when they drafted him. Just those kind of like Joe Burrow for the
Lakers almost.
Yeah, Joe Burrow going to the
that was a slight. It was a slight, but it wasn't because I said Vic going to the Eagles was like Karl Malone going to the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
It's a slight, but they still had the best record.
Yeah.
It went to the finals. Yeah.
So yeah, that was our NBA talk for the day. That was a pretty early game. It had to be. Well, I mean, it's 6:18 as we recording. New Year's game, and you got the playoffs going on right now. Speaking of, it's 7-7 with Michigan and Alabama as we are currently recording with 6 minutes 55 left in the first half.
That's a bad game.
So if we want to move away from sports for a second, what have been your or what how like as far as end of the year stuff, like where are your top moments, your top things of like last year?
All right, so are we talking like from one perspective, like music,
Yeah, any kind of entertainment,
all right,
movies, of course.
all right. So this where I'm at on that. Music, I can't even think of who dropped albums this year, man. I feel like Drake dropped an album at some point.
Yes, he did.
I just like music is such a weird place now. I don't really anticipate. I don't get hyped for albums dropping. I kind of get on YouTube. I spend most of my time, probably like 80% of the time, listening to shit like old shit. I listen to a lot of shit from like 2016, whatever. But what I've been on heavy R&B, Alex Isley, niece to the Alex Isley brothers. Oh, damn good. Um, like Victoria Monet. I always go back and listen to Janae. As far as rap goes, I listen to a ton of fucking NBA YoungBoy.
Interesting.
That's probably because like yeah, I think dude is a I really just started listening to him probably within the last year. Like when he first came out, like the antics and shit, I really didn't care for the music was okay. But I don't know what it was. I think I heard a couple songs, they was decent. And then that damn Trap Lord Ross. I watched that documentary. I like authentic artists.
Shout out Trap Lord Ross.
Shout out Trap Lord Ross. I watch all his shit. I like authentic artists. I like storytellers, you know what I'm saying, poets. And I know his shit is very what do you call it, brazen or whatever, but the nigga is telling his story and I like the way he goes about doing it. And it's good as gym music, just good, cut your brain off, murder. Or like sometimes nigga talk about pain, he'll sing. Um, so I listen to a lot of him, and then because like I just started listening to him this year, well, I guess 2023 for real. I still got like fucking years worth of shit. I'm always finding something else. So I go through a phase where I'm just on net most of the time. And then I go through a phase like before this was like kind of I go into like my little mix where it's like Larry June, Alchemist, what's his name, Rock Marciano, that camp right there, that little small network, all them dudes that Alchemist produces for, they kind of like different people, but from the same family, honestly. So I listen to all that. Just put like an Alchemist playlist. Anybody related to them, it'd be real relaxing to me. Currency is always a go-to. Oh, Currency so fucking consistent, don't make no goddamn sense, man. I was just Kush through the sunroof just the other day. That's my shit. Um, who else musically? I'm always go to Drake. I kind of burn out on Drake. I listen to his albums so much when they come out, but I always go back and listen to here or there. Somebody I start off the album listening to the year listening to that I burn out on, and it's like I enjoy that music, but I've listened to too much of it, like every day. ESTG, another storyteller like NBA YoungBoy. When you kind of like look into like the backstory, like the music. These niggas be doing real confessions. You know what I'm saying? But it's like an art to it. I like just like when people tell their authentic story, and I be fucking with it. So musically, yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. What about you?
The album that Currency and Jermaine Dupri put out at the beginning of the year, it got a lot of spins for me. I hated that first single that they had put out, but it fit within the album.
That album was good. I went back and listened to it. Currency carried.
Yeah. Let's see. But Won't He Do It by Conway, I thought was excellent. Speaking of Alchemist, he just put out the original version of Hall and Nash 2 with Conway and Westside. He just put that out this past Friday. They got a song on there called Judas. This shit is ridiculous, bro. Like that beat is insane. Alchemist had a good run this past year. The album that he put out with Earl. I don't listen to Larry June, but I heard that their album was pretty good. I think Alchemist put out another beat tape, and he been rapping a lot more lately.
I fuck with his raps.
Yeah.
And I can tell he's inspired by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he reminds me of I don't know, bro. I see the influence. I love his rap. Yeah, I'm super proud of Alchemist with his new venture and like actually spitting on the tracks he made.
As far as like R&B, Victoria Monet, who I've been listening to Victoria Monet for about 10 years. It's so insane to see her like finally getting her like moment. Because I remember I first heard her on whichever one came out first between Memories back then with T.I. or About My Issue. Her? Yeah. Or About My Issue with T.I. and Nipsey. So whichever one was the first one to come out between those two songs. Because on that same album that About My Issue, it was another song, Stay, I think, and she killed that, and I'm like, bro, I gotta like find out who she is. So
I gotta look that song.
Yeah, I realized that she did a lot of writing for like most of her friends, like so she spent a lot of her time in the background, like a Coco Jones type deal. But she finally got her moment where she's been recognized for her vocal talent, and I appreciate that. Yeah, that too.
Coco Jones can do.
What? Jones
I gotta look. We were talking about the road chick. I'm thinking about somebody that is not that attractive, so it can't be her.
Bad. Victoria Monet, Janelle Monet. I've been listening to her album as well. It's a really, really, really good album. And I just like Janelle Monet. You've
always been crazy about Janelle Monet.
I love that lady.
God damn, this the chick from Fresh Prince. This ain't who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I figured it.
Yeah, she fine as fuck.
Wow, I don't know who.
No, it was somebody short and chubby. I'm thinking about. Okay. She looked better than the other. I ain't trying to compare. They both beautiful.
Westside did put out a great album, in my opinion. And Then You Pray for Me.
Man, I needed that shit.
Yeah.
I kind of spazzed on that album too. I listened to it every day, nonstop for about 3 weeks, and I ain't heard it since.
I don't talk about Drake as much as I probably used to, like back in like high school and stuff, because Drake music to me just ain't the same no more. Like I don't feel like Drake makes music for me anymore. So you know what I'm saying, I can just accept that and just kind of move on. I take like a lot of the songs like the deluxe of For All the Dogs, the Scary Hours 3, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? He was like straight up rapping on that. He like, and that was an excellent 5-song project. I would agree. But yeah, Drake just don't make music for me no more, and that's okay. You know, I listened to like a lot of like soundtracks this year for some reason. Like
that's what the money be.
Yeah,
for the artists at least.
The Halo soundtrack, like the original Halo soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack to The Last of Us, the show. I listened to the soundtrack of The Mandalorian. I think that's some of the best music in the Star Wars like universe. Yeah.
Does it have words behind it? The Mandalorian soundtrack?
No.
I got something for your ass because I've been on that shit too. Motherfucking Andre 3000's album.
Oh yeah, I love
he didn't say a goddamn word.
Yeah.
He didn't have to. This shit, I let this. My shit be sound like a rainforest, nigga. Just jungle noises. Like, oh, you heard that part where that nigga said?
Bro, I was like, what? I couldn't believe you said that.
Hold on, wait for the beat to drop. Wait for the beat to drop. It's like, I call it Romance in the... You remember that store, Romance in the Stone? They changed the name to Earthbound Outfitters, but it's just like a hippie ass. This type of shit you'll hear in there.
That's funny.
I let this shit play, bro.
It's good. I wanted to get it on vinyl, but I don't know if I could pay that much for the vinyl album with no words.
If I do, it'd be like to hang up around the spot because I do want a vinyl collection one day. But it's like I gotta find the best way to display this shit.
I still collect CDs, man, because vinyls are expensive, dog. And I know like my addictive personality. Because I own 2 vinyls. I own Bastard by Tyler the Creator, and that's because I can't find the album on CD like nowhere. Yeah, and
so give it a tape, goddammit.
And 2, I own Abbey Road, and that's because my wife got it for me because she knew that I would like that. So, but yeah, she told me, like, she tried to make a deal with me where if there is a vinyl that she thinks that I like, she'll get it for me. Like, I don't gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, purchase it and she catch them on sale type shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta stay away from that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the music and music collecting too. I'm still into like physical albums and stuff like that, even though they don't necessarily.
That's why I'm appreciating the old shit, bro. It ain't too much new I really want to listen to like that.
Yeah. So I got all of Nas's albums. I got all of Jay-Z's albums. The only one of my like absolute favorites that I gotta get is Biggie, and because he only had 2 albums, those 2 I want on vinyl.
So you got the album Jay-Z made with R. Kelly?
No.
You know what's crazy? Out of all of the albums, that'd be a collector's. That'd be a collector's item. You know what I'm saying? You get that bitch in plastic.
Yeah.
Because it's like the forgotten about album. It's then the nigga pepper spray R. Kelly off stage back then.
Yeah, and they went to Hot 97 to talk about it right afterward, like a press release. So I'm sure all you know, I was sprayed with pepper spray unexpectedly. Yeah, R. Kelly is just like I thought about like downloading all his music like illegally.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
To say that
support the aura. He's paying his debt to society.
Support the aura.
He's paying his debt to society. It's okay. Support the aura. I went to this damn it's crazy, bro. I went to this fucking Tank concert in Little Rock a couple weeks ago. I don't think they paid this nigga Tank because he was there. He never came in. That made that motherfucking back end went right. He pulled the fuck up and drove. It went right back to the airport.
He checking his account.
Yeah, like y'all say it's here. But anyway, that damn DJ played a fucking R. Kelly set. Man, that motherfucking club went crazy. I say, man, free the R, goddamn it.
I don't know, man. That nigga, like, it just egregiously got away with so much. Like, I can't follow R. Kelly. Even like songs that play with him in them, like today. Speaking of life after death, "Fucking You Tonight," I skip it. I skip it every time
because he was talking about a child.
Yeah,
that's only if you think about it that way.
I know what you mean.
Have you seen this documentary, Surviving R. Kelly?
I saw like the first season.
Yeah, I think that's all I saw.
Anytime they can have more than one season of Surviving.
Like how many bitches? But like at a certain point, bro. I don't even want to say this on. I don't give a fuck. We okay. Let's get past it. Mm-hmm. You just kind of lose the sympathy when these bitches. It was like, bro. It was like.
Kind of glad y'all didn't hear that part. So anyway,
it was mute.
Yeah.
Oh, you smart. That's so. Hey, but bro, the funny part about that when people mute shit out of podcasts, like keep in the part where I brought them up, and then like skip to the next conversation. So it's kind of like they know I said some fucked up shit, but like they don't know what it is.
They see you keep coming back to your seat after doing this.
Yeah. This nigga R. Kelly. Yo, so LeBron, I think next game they need to send him out. It's a back-to-back.
You know, man, he just turned 39.
Fucking episode here, right? Commercial break.
Movies. You said you before, you know, we talked previously, you said that you haven't been able to necessarily like sit down and focus on movies. But
I still go to the theater.
Yeah, me too. I look like there's nothing like the movie theater experience.
I got something for you. That's true. So that's where I be at, bro. Like I can't sit home and watch TV. It's too much shit to pick from. It's like everything bullshit. It's like by the time it take 30 minutes to find something decent. So I'm a movie guy. DiCaprio dropped something. I'm going to see it. Have you seen Killers of the Flower Moon?
Not yet, bro. Not yet.
Nigga, it's a 4-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
It don't feel like it. It
Really?
feel like an hour and 30 minutes.
Damn.
That shit gooder than a motherfucker.
Do it.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Recommend. And like, you know, just like my artist, like I was talking about, I like my movies based on the true story because I'm trying to go, like, I get educated on that, how grimy they did these Native Americans. And I kind of want to go look up the history of, like, you know, their story specifically. And, bro, that shit was true. It's kind of weird because, like, DiCaprio is playing, like, kind of an idiot in a movie. And that's what makes him so brilliant, that he can play an idiot. Because the dude wasn't like the sharpest tool in the box, but he was just like, I don't know.
I think he played like early in his career, he played like an autistic kid or something like that. Like when he was like a teenager.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
He always had the chops, like, you know what I'm saying, for acting.
I could do that shit, but they'd cancel my ass. Like, he enjoyed that too much. That's not in the script. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
I'm just right.
How you gonna tell me?
Appreciate the art.
He's a genius. He's improvising.
But
anytime.
It's interesting you say that, like, as far as like true stories, because that happened with me with Oppenheimer. Did you end up saying that?
I'm going to see it. No, not going to see it, but it's on my to watch list.
So never have I like been like no movie moments have happened for me in my lifetime where like I knew that it was like I knew exactly what was gonna happen, but I was still so interested to see, you know what I'm saying, to sit down 3 hours to watch this like experience, you know what I'm saying? And to not only like to take something from that and also go home and look it all up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, heavy on this shit.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that moment was for me. I would say that Oppenheimer is probably my movie of the year. Second would be The Creator. For me, about AI.
I don't know why I say it about like it's a fucking album.
It's John David Washington. Okay. And I don't even remember like any of the other like actors in it, but it is a movie about AI and like relationships with AI.
Let me type that down so I can remember to watch it.
It's on Hulu right now.
Even better, for free. Well, I guess the $7, but after you pay that, everything else is free, right?
Let's see what else. Barbie was really good this year. My favorite like production company is A24.
I went to watch Barbie. You ain't got a speed pass it. Barbie was straight, but anyway, I was see goddamn Barbie.
How'd you feel about it?
I like the deeper meaning. I think my daughter, I was glad my daughter took that from it. Just like the different emotions and like shit like that. It's okay to just be an individual. I like the deeper meaning. Love Margie Robertson, however you pronounce her name.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not that. How you pronounce her name?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. See, I struggle with white actor names, but she is beautiful. Like I'm not that attracted to white women, but her, yeah, I'd
she got a doppelganger too. Damn, it's something Presley. Uh-oh.
I thought she was gonna say something totally different. Man, she feel about bullshit this year.
I don't think I'm talking about this shit.
Oh, that's the bitch from name is Earl. Hey, well, let me tell you something. When I first saw Wolf on Wall Street, I was like, is that the chick from My Name is Earl?
Oh, they look exactly like
bro. Yeah, they from
is like as far as like the doppelganger shit, like that, this is the most like uncanny for me. Like these look more alike than any other like other people that they say like look alike. They split the face right here. The only, I mean, the skin tone that's the difference. Man, I want to say they got the same eye color.
I was reading this book, The Convoluted Universe, that was talking about some shit like that. And having doppelgangers and just, I'm not even gonna go into this shit. That's some deep rabbit hole shit, but that's sick.
Yeah.
The fact that they not related and like, yeah, they look like damn near twins.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts to me. But yeah, Margot Robbie is beautiful.
I always thought that, but I never saw them side by side like that. That's sickening. That's like you seen Who Cloned Tyrone?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's another good movie.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah. That's probably number 4, number 5 for me.
That shit true.
And that like having a deeper meaning too. And I like the way that it was shot. It was shot like Atlanta.
They made cloning illegal in the fucking 1930s. Think they stopped that shit? It's full clone humans. They ain't came out yet, but they like the shit.
They ain't dropped yet.
They ain't dropped yet. But like, yeah, whenever like the tabooness of it slips away, the government will be like, yeah. So anyway, y'all remember the fucking slaves?
What do I got news for you?
Meet LeBron. fucking
LeBron James. No, he just go by one name, LeBron.
Yeah. Why would he pick? We have machines to pick cotton. Fuck all of that.
You ain't lived till you seen a nigga picking your cotton for you.
Mm-hmm. That's how I felt when I my first home I bought. The yard was too big for me to cut. Like I'm a push more nigga. If I gotta go get a big ass ride mower, I'm gonna just pay somebody. Especially like I was living up north. The grass only grows 3 months out the fucking month anyway.
How much a ride lawnmower?
Thousands of dollars. For like a good zero turn, you can probably get a used one for like under 1,000 or right at 1,000 maybe. But yeah, I looked out there, seen them damn white man cut my yard one day, and I just thought, man, my damn ancestors, I'll be proud of that shit. I want to go out there and whip their asses. I want to take my belt off and go, goddamn boy. So about that, we're almost done, Mr. Nance.
You want some water? Too bad.
Mm-hmm. Pull that shit out.
So yeah, that as far as movies, those are probably the movies that resonated with me the most. Do you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry David.
Man, I started the first season and I didn't finish it. It wasn't a bad show. It was just one of them things with just like life.
Oh, especially the first season. I mean, the first season is probably hard to watch because
probably like Always Sunny.
I think that was like the year 2000. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's tough.
It's one of those shows where it don't even matter which order you watch it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Seinfeld for real, because you can watch Seinfeld from end to beginning, and it still be fire.
Because I cannot stand that show.
You don't fuck with it?
I hated Seinfeld.
It's the same producer.
Yeah, but it's different, man. Mm-hmm. It's like watching. To me, Seinfeld is and I might get killed for this. Seinfeld is
Martin. I hate Martin.
No. Seinfeld is the Key and Peele to Curb Your Enthusiasm Chappelle Show.
Wow. Both great in their own rights.
And see, I was not a fan of Key and Peele. I like maybe 2 or 3 seasons.
They're for different audiences.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle catered more towards us, and the white people like the edginess of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Key and Peele was for a mixed demographic. Mm-hmm. It was for, I don't want to say they catered to whites. They just catered to like black people, not necessarily niggas, but black people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me. But at the same time, I can be entertained by like some hood shit too. Not saying Dave Chappelle shit was hood shit. That's more like I say like an 85 South show, that type of comedy. But okay, I like that comparison. I like both. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Seinfeld and Key and Peele and Chappelle show. I'm gonna fuck with Curb Your Enthusiasm though.
Yeah, you can literally pick it up like at whatever season, and it's still it got those moments. And each season is only 10 episodes.
Did you finish? They finished. I got 2 shows for you, bro. Cause I did. I watched the last season of Snowfall.
Okay.
You watched Snowfall?
I did not watch it. I watched the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good show though.
Yeah. I watched it. They kind of fell off around like season 3, then picked it back up. The show just wasn't making sense. So and then what other show ended this year? Fuck, Atlanta. You like Atlanta?
I loved Atlanta. I love Atlanta. Did they end this year or last, like 2022?
Maybe last
year. Yeah, I thought it was the end of 2022.
Maybe okay.
Swarm had came out.
Okay.
That was Donald Glover's other show.
Is that good?
I liked it.
Is it funny?
No, it's not a comedy.
Okay. I can still fuck with it. Atlanta is like timeless, bro. I can go back to season 1, just let it play in the crib, and like I can sit on any episode at any point of the episode. Who's watching that? We sat around and watched that shit for Christmas.
Word?
Me and my family. Hell yeah.
Okay, so spoiler alert. The end of Atlanta. So do you think it was all like a dream, like a fantasy?
They ended that shit like Shutter Island. So the thing was it all Lakeith Stanfield's dream, the beginning of Atlanta? Damn, bro. I think Lakeith. So you pick up like the small, like, so the way I interpreted that when he went to see his brother had died of like cancer or something, didn't he? So it was like kind of like a trip to like the spirit world when he was meditating, and he asked for some jala from his parents who had also died. There was just like some super deep shit. Like I ain't seen this episode. I saw it one time and I can remember it like vividly. They wanted to do one to eat the fucking toxic. It's so much like symbolism in those shows that you kind of like got to go back and like think what they could have meant by this. And do I think it was a dream? I think that's what they wanted me to wonder. Just like with the end of Shutter Island, we gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? I
haven't seen Shutter Island. Don't spoil
it. Nigga. Bro.
That's another Scorsese. Right.
I can't even say I recommend it. It's whatever step is beyond recommending. Shutter motherfucking Island. Like, how about this? Me recommending Shutter Island to you is like me recommending you go watch Inception. You ever seen Inception?
No. I started it and I realized I wasn't ready yet.
Bro, like, you gotta pay attention to the whole movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It ain't nothing. You gotta be engaged, right? Or you don't.
And I love Christopher Nolan. I named my computer the Nolan Express.
Yeah. This is a beautiful machine.
I appreciate that.
That this motherfucker, speaking of like AI, this motherfucker look like it could like just these red, look like some red eyes. It look like it could kind of fucking morph the other parts of electronics. Oh shit. From the computer, like form up to some big fucking robot. Like, yeah, nigga. This gonna be his finger. Fuck what you say to me? You rhyming, you rip.
I hear snoring and shit in here. I'm like, who the fuck? That can't be T'Challa. So yeah, I love Nolan movies. I want to buy them all like physically. That's another thing like of like my physical collecting. I collect like Blu-rays and all that. All those movies in there are all of the Marvel movies. So yeah, I want to get them all like, especially have that high quality Blu-ray and just watch them all because I watched what's the space movie by Christopher Nolan? Interstellar.
Bro, hold on, bro.
Interstellar for the first time.
That ain't the one where they travel to other planet for all them years, and the dude woke up halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fucking movie. He woke the bitch up.
Yeah.
He wanted that pussy. I thought that was some real nigga shit.
Yeah.
So
really good.
Not
Matthew McConaughey.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody, but that was a good ass movie.
Yeah. So I realized that like Christopher Nolan is like he just his mind is different. Like when it comes to like making films, like he's not trying to necessarily make like anything that's gonna make you laugh or anything like that. He's just trying to make like just like art and film like all in one like big, like he's trying to make sure that the film never loses its art and the art never loses its film. Yeah. So when I saw Oppenheimer, I went back and watched Interstellar, and then I watched Dunkirk. I watched Dunkirk. Not a lot of dialogue in Dunkirk. I thought that was dope. Yeah, it's just Christopher Nolan is just on a different level.
Napoleon Bonaparte. That movie just came out with
Joaquin
Phoenix. Now with him, I respect him so much as an actor. I got to go watch some when he comes, especially like after Joker. Like, he killed that shit, and he killed this. But like, this movie was like, it was a bit much dialogue, and it's like it's hard to do a biopic with a person like Caesar, because I don't know, bro. It was just like more like his life and times. It wasn't like they showed like the military genius, but it was like more so the part I took most of it from that movie was his bitch problems. Like, he was married to this bitch who fucked a lot, right? And so did he. But like, it was funny because he'd get on some petty shit. Like, he was had just did this like crazy ass war campaign, conquered, outsmarted everybody, and like he had got wind that his bitch was fucking some duke back home. That nigga said, he went to his top dude and said, prepare me a small fleet in secrecy. We're going home. Damn. And he ended up getting like punished from like the king for treason. Because they was asking him, like, you're gonna go home now? That's treason, my lord. My lord. I don't care. Yeah. He like, I don't care. And he went all the way back home through boat, horses, all types of shit, long ass weak voice to put that bitch out. It was the funniest shit. He put out his fucking castle and then took her back. It was it's like shit like that I took more from the movie than like anything else. I don't recommend it.
Okay. I've heard like kind of mixed reception of that movie. But I do love Joaquin Phoenix for the exact same reason, bro. Joker is one of my top 5 movies of all time. Just off of his performance, off of how it handled mental health, how it handled like how it handled mental disability, like in general, not just mental health, because mental health is like the umbrella, right? That's what it all falls upon. But like specifically mental disabilities, how it handled that, I thought it was very, very interesting. And some DC shit, because Dark Knight is another one of my top 5 movies of all time. Like that's, you know what I'm saying, that goes without saying.
Hell yeah, I was talking about Dark Knight and fucking Bane's quotables. Every movie I root for the bad guy. Like, Thanos is my nigga. I couldn't wait for him to nigga. If I put him snap on half of everybody, because that's how I feel like half the people need to go. I say that on like some dark, funny shit, but like I was talking about this with some folks last night, and how you feel about this? Say you could put on this gauntlet with Infinity Stones and snap your finger, and half the people from the world leave. But those people are, I call them impure souls, like murderers, rapists, not people who have been accused of it and falsely imprisoned, but like the gauntlet would know who actually did the shit. Do you think that'd be morally or ethically wrong?
I do, because I think like I always say, like, we make choices in this life. And I because if I'm not mistaken, in Spider-Man No Way Home, I think it was, like, you saw all the signs that said Thanos was right. And that kind of brought like very interesting like dialogue, because was he right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what like
he said it. Look,
if you want to say
your failure brought you back to me.
Yeah, if you want to say that he was wrong, like, where exactly was he wrong? Like, he was looking for a balance, right? But at that same time, if you were to snap all those people away, now what? Like I just feel like it's kind of along the lines of like when people with billions and billions of dollars take their own life. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to a certain place where like you are like at so at the top that like what else is there for you? You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like if we I would love to see world peace. But at the same time, I don't know what we would have. I don't know how we would be able to handle that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if like just being in Nirvana. I don't know if that was just. I think it would kind of collapse it within itself. You know what I'm saying?
Because of human nature.
Yeah. So yeah, I that's a very, very interesting question. So in some ways, Thanos kind of was right, but in other ways, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you still gonna have to deal with some consequences, you know what I'm saying, like, regardless, you know.
It's always gonna be consequence. Okay. Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. Did you watch Succession on HBO?
Man. That's a show that's like that's something I need to watch.
So it's like on the surface, it's just like a bunch of whiny billionaire kids, you know what I'm saying, like fighting for the fortune, basically. But like some of the themes and some of the things that it kind of play with.
I heard those are real life scenarios. Somebody told me.
See,
fictionalized real life. Because I'm in this I guess kind of like a little mentorship program for stocks, and we have all these homework assignments. You know, look this up, read this book, and that was one of them. Watch every episode of Succession. These are like real life stories, and I think the info will be the scenarios will be good for y'all to in your journeys. But that's one of the ones I'm gonna watch. I heard real good things about it.
Okay, so like I can absolutely see how it probably is related to real life stuff, but I can't necessarily identify what is and what.
Yeah, it's stuff that live hosts don't talk about. Yeah,
so I bet you that a lot of that shit is happening, like, you know what I'm saying, in the corporate world, just in general.
It's cutthroat.
Yeah. But it's a really good show. It shows kind of how like the leader of the pack, so to speak, is like how, because there's like a saying where you can't be a billionaire without being an asshole.
Okay.
Right? So imagine what a multi-billionaire, you know what I'm saying? Imagine how much of an asshole and how cutthroat he or she would have to be.
You find about the shit they've been doing.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Imagine the motherfuckers. Imagine what Warren Buffett would do.
Imagine not knowing how many billions you got, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that it shed light on a lot of the possibilities in the corporate world and race too, because there wasn't a lot of black people in this show.
It ain't at them levels.
Yeah.
Honestly, and if it is, they special. That group in itself, people north of a billion is an extreme minority, and then like blacks amongst them, like it's a good 10.
Yeah.
I don't know how many.
So yeah, that was a good show.
Probably about 15, 20.
The Last of Us was excellent. Even like, and that was another situation where I knew exactly what was going to happen just based off the game. That game is probably my favorite game that I've ever played. I played it multiple times, but the tweaks that they kind of had to make in order to make the show make sense on its own. All of those changes were like well worth it. They fleshed out some characters. They added like a little bit of backstory to other characters. I'm very excited for the next season. I think they're not filming that to like next year or some shit. But that was an excellent show. Trying to think what else I've watched this year. I think Your Honor season 2 was this past year.
I'm always watch SVU.
Really?
Love Law and Order SVU, man. You know what? I want to be. That's some of my bucket list to be an. I don't want to be an extra on that show, but I want to be somebody with a small role. Like I ain't telling you nothing. Pig on no shit. And then I get fucked up. No.
Face on the pavement.
It went down there, man. It went down there. Now we could.
Damn, man. Damn.
Shit.
Fucking up my coat.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I need. That's all. And then my life would be complete. That's all Snoop Dogg role was. He said some shit to Olivia Benson.
Crack, nigga, or motherfucking Chronic, nigga. Oh, you talking about Training Day?
No, he was on that show at SVU.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he said talk some shit, got arrested. I was like, see, that's all I need. You don't need
when Denzel had stuck that pen down his throat, and he said you on that shit? He said, no, man. He stuck that pen down his throat. He threw up. He said, what is that? Motherfucking chronic, nigga. And then Snoop Dogg is a terrible actor, bro. Honestly, but he gonna find
him a role. Yeah. Just today, because folks love Snoop.
Most of Snoop Dogg's like the fervor, the love that we have for him is not based on like skill. It's not based on his skill because he got one or maybe two great albums out of like 15 to 20.
I was
as far as movies, it's not like he. If he was starring in it, it probably wasn't a good movie. It was just
Beyonce
like,
can't goddamn act. Everything she did has been horrible.
I disagree. Fine Temptations, I like.
She ain't even seen
with her and Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay. I think that she was kind of a caricature of her of herself in Goldmember.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
And I'm a whole lot of woman.
Maybe everybody was supposed to be a bad actor in that movie. That's what made it good.
There's something about the Neil Brennan that I was telling you about before the show. He has like such like an admiration for the Austin Powers trilogy because of Mike Myers. Like it was something behind the scenes that he did that was just so genius. Like, you know what I'm saying? That made all of that shit make sense. And
I love this shit as a kid, bro. I couldn't get it. I had to we go to Blockbuster to get the same fucking Austin Power DVDs. We just watched the shit back in fucking some months ago. We're gonna rent it again. Yeah.
I mean, those movies are like classics, bro. And I'm glad to see Mike Myers like back in some capacity. He did some show on Netflix, I think. And he had a Super Bowl commercial like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So he kind of getting back in the limelight. And apparently they're supposed to be doing another Shrek.
That's what he did. He did Austin Powers, he did Shrek. It was just like Rich. Like a lot of niggas was like that. Jim Carrey, you know what I'm saying? Went on a crazy run, then relax. Even Adam Sandler for a while, he took a long ass hiatus.
Think about the people that came from In Living Color, bro. Jim, as far as like biggest like or most roles given, it was probably Jim Carrey. Jamie Foxx maybe. Jamie Foxx might be up there.
Was he on In Living Color?
Yeah, bro. If you go, let's look at the cast of In Living Color.
U.S. and South Korean capitals, bro. It's crazy, bro. The
fucking. Okay. Keenan Ivory Wayans, obviously. Jim Carrey. Kelly Cofield Martin. I don't know who that is. David Allen Greer.
Oh, I remember her. She was on Mad TV.
Takia, who? Which one?
Kelly.
Okay. Yeah. Takia Crystal Kima. She was the mom on That's So Raven. Tommy Davidson.
Right.
Oscar Proud. I don't know who Al Chalk is. Oh, well, he's the announcer. Kim Wayans, obviously. Sean Wayans.
You can tell by that nigga background that he ain't shit no more. Because
that nigga took that shit at home.
Bro. Oh, God. Everybody else got a red carpet photo. This nigga, what y'all? They look like a nigga screens. They look like his goddamn cousin screensaver for this nigga when he called him.
Sean Wayans, obviously. Jamie Foxx. Damon Wayans, obviously. Carrie-Ann Ineba. I don't know who that is. J-Lo, who wasn't a cast member. She was just one of the dancers.
It sucked.
Let me stop. Marlon. Kim Coles was on it. Rosa Perez. Chris Rock was on some episodes, which is nuts.
That is
Jennifer Lewis.
Nuts. Jennifer Lewis gonna always be funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean they had like a hell of a run and a hell of a cast. And where I was saying that about Chappelle's Show, I think Chappelle's Show is the greatest sketch show ever, but I can see where In Living Color probably make a lot of sense too, as far as great sketch shows. But Jim Carrey being the biggest star out of it, or turning out to kind of be the biggest star, you know what I'm saying?
I think, yeah, that's good. I like with Chappelle's Show, they just got like this timelessness to them. Like even Key and Peele, I love Key and Peele when it was happening, but when I go back, it don't really got that much replay value. Chappelle's Show, man, Yeah, it was hilarious.
And then some of the Chappelle Show shit make more sense now than it did then. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Them kind of shows like are timeless, man. Even in Living Color, somebody showed me a sketch from In Living Color where like they was talking about how Def Comedy Jam, like how the black people would laugh at anything. And this one nigga had got up like he was like you ever went to the store? He's like he got up, he stood up, that nigga head exploded type shit. And that's exactly how they were at the Def Comedy Jam, brother, stomping and all that shit. Like that's what kind of made Def Comedy Jam what it was. Like it wasn't necessarily because I mean there were some funny sketches
Chappelle
and shit
show
like that.
Skit. Okay, Chappelle did one too. That nigga was like, when white folks power go off, they panic.
Oh yeah.
When black people's power go off, they plan.
Yeah. He did a poem on this shit too. Damn, about a Chinaman or something like that. That shit was funny. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find it.
Can I use your restroom?
Absolutely.
Pause it. Somebody go something.
All right, so maybe not the video, but
how long you been off the meat?
Pause. I think I'm going into my 5th year.
Damn. See, last I know you still eating 2 hot titties a day.
Yeah.
The 2 hot titties days over?
Yeah. way over. I told Chris about that too, right? That I used to that's what I used to ask for. 2 hot tits.
Mm-hmm. No, they knew you. They get to making that shit when you pull when they see you in line.
The fucking hair. Around laughing like a motherfucker. After they kissed it.
They've been doing this shit for a minute, man.
Yeah. It's this one.
Artistic dilemma. I have 2 poems. One poem is older, and one poem I just wrote backstage. Which one would you like to hear? Wait, how many for the old one? How many for the new one? All right, so remember, if it sucks, you ask for it. One night at 3 a.m., I went to the corner store. I forgot why. Oh, that's right. I wanted a bite. I had the budget because I was high. The store is owned by Mr. Bone, and every day he sees me, he does me wrong. He's Korean. I'd never say I hate all Korean people. I haven't met all Korean people. That hate talks for savages. But even though I don't generalize, I do percentages and averages.
That is real.
So far, I hate 1 out of 5 Korean people I've met. So I come in the store. Hello, Mr. Bone, I say. He just scowls at me, growls at me. Buy something. Party up. Now look, I'm not stealing in the least. If you're shopping and you know someone's watching you shop, that should make me look like a thief. Mom said, hey, I've been watching you since you came in the door. Buy something now or get out of my store. Now I couldn't take it anymore. Hey, I said, raise my hand. Get your fingers out of my face, Chinaman.
Like how they found a Chinese person. That bitch probably Samoan.
Hey, what make you think I'm Chinese? You must not know what you're saying. You made a mistake, Brackman. Mr. Fong is Korean.
Brackman.
Now I was wrong. I said, Mr. Fong, I'm sorry to offend by mistake in your race. But you gotta admit, if it was a Chinese lookalike contest, your ass would place. You're a dead ringer for a Chinese. But don't be mad at me. I didn't mean to offend you in the least. You know, some people say all black people look alike. We call those people police. Thank you.
I like that. I can get back into my see. That's what I can't. I can't. I've been having problems consuming shit because, man, it's been a lot of bullshit. But comedy is one of them things gonna always be good. I want to catch a Bill Burr stand up. He's touring right now, but it's like I don't got time to go to the places he's going.
Andrew Schultz is about to go on tour pretty soon. He one of my favorite, like of the newer crop, I guess.
If you and Jalen want to meet up somewhere and watch one of them niggas.
Yeah,
super down for that.
Speaking of Jalen, I hate that he couldn't make it to this one. That, like I said, it was a very special episode for me. It's just like old times, you know what I'm saying? We used to do this back when we lived together.
Every day. Live together, work together.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can wrap it up here soon. I want to wrap it up with my favorite games of the year. I know you haven't necessarily been playing a lot, but I'm gonna just list my, or at least a few, maybe not even top 5. It may end up being more than 5, but and in no particular order too. Jedi Survivor, Dave the Diver. I got real heavy into DC Heroes and Villains. It's like a match 3 game on the iPad. I played it every day for like 3 months straight, and I was addicted to that shit, so I had to chill out.
Jedi Survivor, that's a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
I might get that.
The Cyberpunk expansion. And here recently I've been playing a lot of the GTA trilogy. I'm trying to go through, like on my computer, I'm playing it with the cheat codes. On my Xbox, I play it like without the cheat codes. I'm trying to go through it the right way on that, and see like how far I can get, how like the differences and stuff like that.
Nico Bellic's one of my favorite stories on there.
Where?
Yeah, all the motherfuckers. See, you doing it right. Not to cut you off with the video games. That's why I've been playing. I've been playing like a lot of like 2K, Madden, GTA, but it's more so like I'm sick of like when you play those games, it involves other motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you I'm taking this shit back to PlayStation 2, all those games you mentioned, the shit I used to play, I had every fucking Star Wars game coming up. Playing that shit dolo.
Yep.
So I'm finna get on that. You recommended that Jedi.
Yeah,
I might cop that when I get back to the crib.
And it's probably on sale too.
Yeah.
I skipped out on 2K this year, and I do not regret my decision. I just know it's a sunk cost, like as far as like time and like all the resources that you got to invest into that shit. It's just it wasn't worth it for me, at least this year. You know what I'm saying? I may be back next year. I played a lot of it's a game called Axis Football. It's like indie developer, same like football rules and stuff like that. But not the greatest graphics or anything. Take it back to like the Madden 05 days.
Shit's still the same now.
Yeah, and I like, if I'm gonna play a football game that like I want them to like make changes and like really like, you know what I'm saying, make it worth my purchase instead of, and if I'm not gonna get that, then if I'm not gonna get the authentic like the NFL style, then I'll just go to where I can make the teams, you know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily got to be real players and nothing like that, and just play like, you know, how the game is given to me. I don't want to necessarily keep giving Madden money if they're gonna. I live by 2 things. You keep buying bullshit, they're gonna keep making it, and you put lipstick on the monkey, it's just gonna be a monkey with lipstick. So, you know, I feel like kind of both of those things apply to Madden and like the direction that it's been going in.
That was the country shit I ever heard.
But I can't wait for
High Rivers Up the Water.
I can't wait for NCAA to come out. It's supposed to be coming out this year. So I will be getting that. But other than that, yeah, I played a couple Souls likes. I played Remnant, liked it. Played a lot of like 8-bit games.
I said I played Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, that game is excellent. I played some of Starfield. I really gotta like that's a game where I gotta like sit down and focus. You know, like especially on the role playing element of that game. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably where I'm at. Been playing Spider-Man 2 as well. That's probably like my favorite game this year that I've been playing, but I haven't finished it yet, so I can't necessarily I can't give it like a fair judgment. And my surprise, well, I guess it would be the surprise of this year. But is I played the alpha of it and I had a blast. The Suicide Squad game, I think that it's gonna be. I think that game is gonna shock a lot of people. So you know, I look forward to that. I think that come out in February.
Oh, I'm copying that.
So yeah, that was pretty fun. Other than that, man, you got any closing remarks?
No, man, it's good kicking with you.
All right, yeah,
First in person podcast.
Yeah, man, this is fun.
Man.
Hopefully,
make happen we can.
Yeah, hopefully we can you know, get these more consistently and just get more like, you know, or the partner podcast more consistently as well. Thoroughly enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Peace.